Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Petrelli, and welcome back to our art class for week 7. I am really happy to see you today, and I'm going to tell you what the purpose of our lesson is. Last week, I believe we were talking about form, three-dimensional form. And so let's start at the beginning. As artists, we begin by using line, and we transform those lines into shapes. There are two families of shapes, the geometric family and the biomorphic family of shapes. So right here, I'm showing you the geometric shapes, okay? Just some of them. But geometric shapes are perfectly made and they are flat. You do flat. Whoosh. Again, show me. Flat. Whoosh. Good job. Okay, so what that means is that these two-dimensional shapes are flat. You can only measure them two ways. You can measure the length of the shape and you can measure the width of each shape. And so it's flat. I cannot grab it off of the page, right? This piece of paper is flat. I can't grab this shape because it's flat. But 3D form is not flat. So this jar right here, this is not a shape, right? No. Is this flat? No, it's not. Can I grab it? Yes, I can. So I can wrap my hand around. That means it is three-dimensional. What does that mean? I'm going to help explain. 3D means that you can measure this container or this cylinder 3 ways. And those ways are the length of the jar, the width of the jar, and the depth of the jar, how deep it goes down so that it can carry things and hold things within it. So this cylinder is a 3D form. And so is this cone. This cone is a 3D form, and if I were to take this piece of paper and curl it around like this, it would create one of these pointy sugar cones, right? That are so delicious. So I've made a cone, right? And is it 2D or is it 3-dimensional? I can't hear you. Great job, boys and girls. I'm proud of you. It is 3-dimensional. Why? Because we can measure how many ways? 3 ways. We can measure the length, the width, and the depth. How deep my hand can go in there, right? So this is 3D. If you've ever gone to a 3D movie and put those special glasses on, it looks as though the objects from the movie are coming out into our space, right? They're not flat. They are in our space, just like this room is like a cube, right? Like a box. It's not flat, so it's not a square. It's 3-dimensional. So another 3-dimensional form. You say 3D form. Great. So this is a cone. This is a cylinder. And this, my friends, is a very delicious ice cream cone. Now, this is not a sugar cone because I didn't have those. This is a wafer cone. But as you can see, it looks like the ice cream is like a little ball, right? A sphere. You say sphere. Very good. And that's another 3D form. So these flat shapes are just that. They are flat and they are shapes. And these other things, the cylinder, right, or like a cup, the jar, a cone, and a sphere, those are all 3D forms. And as artists, it's our job to try to create the look of a 3D form on our flat 2-dimensional piece of paper. So as delicious as this looks, it's definitely not a healthy breakfast, right? So maybe it'll still be around when we're done with our lesson. Okay, so I'll put that aside. I want to create a three-dimensional look on our flat paper. So I thought that we would start by drawing our cone, and then if you want to add yourself to the piece, right, then I can show you how to do that as well, and it'll be your choice. So if you just want to keep it a plain ice cream cone, you can. If you want to make an ice cream sundae instead, then you can just change from a cone and two straight lines that are going down to a point, and you can cut it off with a curved line at the bottom, right? And that will help show a three-dimensional form of a cylinder that curves around. So you can make an ice cream sundae, you can decorate it next week with sprinkles and whatever else you want. But the color is going to be for next time. So for today, you are only responsible to use a regular piece of paper. This is just plain old copy paper, and a pencil. And I wanted to show you the difference between using marker and using pencil. And really the only difference when you outline something or when you trace over something like we usually do is that it gives it more of a cartoon-like, or this illustration from a book maybe, this look. When you trace it in black or whatever color, it gives it a more cartoon-like look rather than a more realistic look. Because if you look at my ice cream cone, is there a black line traced around my cone? No, there isn't. It's whatever color this cone is, that's the color that is on the outside. Now, when we trace, and I tell you, please trace over all of your lines, that is to help strengthen our fine motor skills. That is to help us become more refined or better artists, right? And that's necessary in a lot of times and a lot of lessons. But right now, I decided to show you the different look of tracing in a marker and not tracing in a marker. So you can choose, again, right? You're the artist and it's your piece, so you can make it look like however you want. I'm so proud of you. Let's get started. I'm excited and I want to eat my ice cream later. So we're going to start by using something round. So an object that you have at home, maybe a cup or a roll of tape or the lid of this jar, right? Anything that is round. And I'm going to use the bottom of my cup, so I want the smaller size circle. And I'm going to put it off to one side. So if you'd like to add a person in your drawing or yourself, then leave half of the paper empty. So we're going to orient or hold our paper vertically the tall way, right? Vertical. Show me vertical. Show me horizontal. Diagonal. Diagonal. Very good. Okay. Now I'm making it vertical. I'm going to put my ice cream cone on this side. And so somewhere around the top of my paper, I'm going to very carefully trace my first scoop of ice cream. And let's see. Maybe I will, should I do it in marker? Nah. No, I'll just I'll go over my line a little bit darker so that you can see it. And that came out horribly. Okay, take two. That means do over. So, here we go. Here's my piece of paper, holding it vertically. I'm going to trace, again, but this time I'm just going to press a little harder with my pencil. And if your object, your cup or your lid or whatever moves or you mess up, don't worry, because I just messed up twice and I'm still smiling, right? So we can always erase our mistakes when we're using pencil. Okay, so there's my first scoop. Now, Simon says, show me a letter C. A letter C. Do your best. A letter C. Okay, Simon says, on the other side, show me a backwards letter C. That's going to be our scoop of ice cream underneath the first one, right? Okay, and now connect those two C's with a curved line, a little curve, a little bump, just to show that the ice cream is not perfect, because it's not perfect. See my vanilla? It's like lumpy and it has delicious chocolate chips inside. Okay, so now I need you to show me another letter C underneath. That's gonna be our bottom scoop of ice cream. So a letter C, and then jump on the other side and show me a backwards letter C. Backwards. You're doing great. I'm really proud of you. Now connect. Oh, nope, no connect. Simon says show me a little teeny tiny C and a little backwards C. That's like the little bit of ice cream that's gonna kind of hang over. Now connect with a curved line. Curved. Okay, and now Simon says, show me all the way down here, show me a letter V. There's my letter V. Okay, and now Simon says, let's do here. Let's do some visual texture lines on our cone. Now, Simon says, take your hand that you're not drawing with, right? Take your hand that you're not drawing with, and if you're going to make a person holding the cone like I did, notice how my hand is straight, right? It's vertically up and down on my ice cream cone. Now I want you to take your hand next to the ice cream cone and tilt it. Put it on a diagonal like this, okay? And now put your fingers together and just draw around your hand like this, around. And then remove your hand. So it looks like the beginning of an oval. And then I want you to take your pencil and continue that line around and touch the ice cream and stop. So that's just going to give you an oval face for your person, and it makes it look like that person is gonna eat the ice cream cone, right? Usually you don't go like this straight on, right? So we're making the head tilt. And now I need you to do this for me. Right here, I need you very lightly to put a line right in the middle. You're going to erase that line. Erase it, but not yet. We need a line in the middle, like as if you had an egg that you were taking apart, a plastic egg. And I need you to put a small circle here and a small circle here. Those are going to be the iris of your eyes. So this person has a blue iris. I have green. You might have brown, right? So we need 2 irises there, and inside I need a smaller circle in each one, and that's going to be the pupil of your eye, which is the black hole that allows us to see. So I need you to do that. And then I need you to show me a curved line, like a rainbow line, resting on top of that circle. And another curved line. Very good. Okay. So next I need you to come down just a little bit and show me a little letter U. Like a little smile. Okay, great work. And then right next to that little smile, a little oval on each side. And those are going to be the nostrils, the holes in our nose that allow us to breathe. Okay, now I need you to show me right here a curved line like this. And you know what I'm going to do, boys and girls? Since I made this piece without marker, I'm gonna do this one with marker, okay? Just so you can see these lines. I'm tracing. You do not have to trace. I just want to show you my lines so that you are able to make them at home in your pencil. A letter U, like a little curved line, a nostril, and a curved line here. And now I need you to show me another curved line underneath to create like the shape of a banana laying on the table, right? Or a crescent moon shape laying down. And then I need you to show me another curved line on top of it. That looks like a grin. And then I'm going to make right above that a little letter V. A little letter V, and swoop down and connect. Down and connect. I know that's a little bit hard to see, but when we add color, I promise you'll be able to tell that this is a top lip and a bottom lip, and that there's this little space in between where you can see inside the mouth. Maybe the tongue, or if you want to stick the tongue out, you can. Okay, I'll show you that also. But let's finish this person's face. So right here, we need another curved line underneath. And another curved line underneath and connect. And then we also need a curved line above that eye for eyebrows. And another curved line above that eye for another eyebrow. And right here next to this eye, I need you to show me a backwards letter C and then come down a little bit. Make an ear. Because our ears go from here. From our eyes, we touch the top of our ears, and then from our mouth, the bottom of our ears or our earlobes. Then I jump on this side and show me just a curved line until you touch the ice cream, and then stop. Once you touch the ice cream, stop. And now we need to add a little hair. So this person, boy or girl, has short hair. Maybe this person, I'm gonna draw a couple of lines here, curved, curved. Maybe they have bangs. And maybe this person has long hair, a zigzag line, maybe like that, right? That looks pretty good. And I can put some more curved lines here And now I need everybody to please show me from the bottom of your oval a little curved line like that. That is this line right here showing the person's neck. Great, I'm so proud of you. This is gonna look fantastic. Now I need you to come from the bottom of that line and curve, and whenever you get to the cone or the ice cream, stop. Do not draw into your cone or into the ice cream, right? Because then that would make our ice cream cone invisible, and then we wouldn't be able to eat it maybe. You never know. Simon says, from right here, from this same spot, we're going to make a curved line coming out, and if it goes off the paper, it goes off the paper. If it stays, then come down, right? And that's going to show this person's shoulder, right? That's the shoulder. And now I can finish this hair however I want to do this. Just adding some hair here. You don't have to. This person has short hair, so there's no hair here. And it stops up here by the ears. And now we need to make the other shoulder, but we just show a little indication or a little bit to show that this shirt is going to continue. So maybe like this, right? Right. Okay, now I'm only making these lines traced in marker so that you can see them. Now you have an example of not outlining or tracing in a marker, and you have another example where I did trace in marker. Okay, now, right now, this ice cream cone appears to be floating. Floating right in front of the person's face, right? We need a hand. We're gonna have to draw this hand so it looks like it's wrapped around the cone, okay? Now, we're gonna have to erase some of this cone. So that's why I did not trace it in marker. So let's go back to this cone, and I need you to take your pencil again, and we're going to make a curved line. From this cone, from this side, show me a curved line like this. Make it like a hot dog. Like an upside down hot dog, right? So I need you to show me curved lines. 1, leave a little space. 2, leave a little space. 3, and another little space, and 4. Notice, as the cone gets narrower down to the point, the fingers also get shorter and shorter and shorter. Now, here's the tricky part. This is where we erase. Simon says, wherever the fingers are, erase the cone. Just that little piece of that line, we need to erase. Okay? I'm gonna pull you a little closer so that you can see that better. Okay, so we have a cone right here. Finger, 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 cone, and nothing. Where there's nothing, we need to make it look as though the fingers and knuckles are showing. So what we need to do is go here. Simon says, show me a letter C, and another letter C, and another letter C, and another letter C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bumps in my curved line. That's going to show the outer part of your hand. Now, I need you to go like this for me. Make a little piece here, a little curved line from this bottom letter C, touch the cone. Now Simon says, show me a line coming down and off the page. Down and off the paper. And now, right here, where the shirt is, I need you to show me a backwards letter C and a curved line like that, coming and touching the cone again. Now, I'm going to take my eraser and I'm going to erase that. Now I'm going to show you the lines again, but I'm going to show you darker in the marker. Darker in the marker. Okay, here is my cone. I made 4 fingers, a curved line showing something like 4 fingers. And this is very hard to do, boys and girls. It really is. So I'm really, really proud of you for sticking with me and showing your very best effort, right? We're gonna make mistakes, and that's okay because we're artists and it's our job. We're gonna fix it so that nobody knows or can see our mistakes. Simon says, right here, we're showing this curved line for our knuckles, and now come down and touch the cone. Whatever lines are left, we're erasing them later, okay? Simon says, come to the bottom of this hand and show me a curved line down and off the paper. The reason that we're going off the paper is because our arms are off of the paper, right? You don't see any elbows. There's not enough paper to show the elbows. So we have to go down and off the page. This side of the cone, our right side of the cone, is going to stay our straight line all the way down to the bottom. I'm so proud of you. I know these are gonna look great, and they look delicious too. Okay, and now all we need to show is this backwards letter C right next to the cone, and then a curved line down to show that that's the other side of your hand. Okay? So, there we have our piece. Oh, we forgot one thing. We need to show that this arm does have a beginning, right? So there's a little line right here that I made, a little darker in blue. So just put a line like that. Straight, curved, whatever. It just shows the shirt and that this person has 2 arms. Okay, and that is our drawing for today, boys and girls. I am really, really proud of you. If you don't want to make the person on your artwork and you would just like to keep it the cone, you could certainly do that. Just the cone like this. You can go back. You can add the visual texture lines, right, that show the cone. Just like this cone has some curved lines and some diagonal lines right here, right? They crisscross. So I can do this. I can start here, the same direction that I made this line for my letter V. I'm gonna come down, stop, jump over my fingers, continue the line, stop, jump over the finger, continued, stop, jump over the finger, continue, stop, jump over the finger, and continue my line to the end of that cone, right? Or what we're gonna show to be a cone. I'm gonna do that all the way. I don't have to do this, but if you'd like to do it, you can. And then a curved line going in the opposite direction. Curved. Just to show that the cone has a texture to it, right? And that is honestly all you need to do for today. Remember, it's your choice if you want to trace your lines in marker or not. Next week, when we add the color to our drawing, that is when, by using different values, we're going to transform this circle into more of what looks like a sphere, right? And what looks like an upside down triangle is going to look more like a 3D cone, right? So the sphere and the cone are 3D, three-dimensional. And our job is to trick the viewer, the person looking at our artwork, trick them into thinking that this is a real ice cream cone that they can grab and eat and enjoy. Okay? So I am so proud of you. You did something so difficult today, and I can't wait to see your artwork. So please just do this, either in pencil only or with marker, and then next time we have class again, then we'll add all of the color, okay? So I wish you all a great day, and I'm excited to see what artwork comes in. And so I will see you next time in art class. And thanks a lot for being with me today, boys and girls. Bye-bye.